Hi, welcome to Sabbath School Daily, where we have been studying from this lesson right here, God's Mission, My Mission. This week we've studied from lesson number 10, which has the title Mission to the Unreached, Part 1, and today is Final Thought Friday, where we come together and recap the lesson that we've studied this week, looking at several quotes that are mentioned in today's lesson. There are 4 paragraphs in today's lesson. 2 of them are quotes from a book, and 2 of them kind of explain that quote. I really like the whole lesson. So we're going to read these paragraphs and we're going to talk a little bit about what they're saying. This is what the first paragraph says. One of the primary takeaways from the story of Paul's experience at the Areopagus is its on-the-ground study of how to approach an unreached group of unbelievers, which resulted in a small group of believers starting in Athens. So if you ever wonder, where in the Bible can I look, where can I study how to approach people that don't believe in God, this is a case study right here. Look at Acts 17 as a case study of how you can do that. Now, there are several different kinds of unbelieving groups all around us, but you can extract principles from what is being taught here in this portion of scripture. Look at what the book, The Acts of the Apostles, page 240 and 241 say. The words of the apostle and the description of his attitude and surroundings as traced by the pen of inspiration were to be handed down to all coming generations, bearing witness of his unshaken confidence, his courage in loneliness and adversity, and the victory he gained for Christianity in the very heart of paganism. Paul's words contain a treasure of knowledge for the church. He was in a position where he might easily have said that which would have irritated his proud listeners and brought himself into difficulty. Had his oration been a direct attack upon their gods and the great men of the city, he would have been in danger of meeting the fate of Socrates. But with a tact born of divine love, he carefully drew their minds away from heathen deities by revealing to them the true God who was to them unknown. This echoes what we've talked about this whole week, where Paul, with what Ellen White dubs a tact born of divine love, was able to connect. He was able to relate to these people that were listening to him, this very difficult crowd of extremely deep thinkers. And so, if Paul was able to do that in that very charged moment, I'm sure that the Lord continues to inspire his children in order to do the same in the world today. Be that to large groups of people, be that to individuals, God can do the same. The final paragraph in today's lesson is, by his direct contact with the people, a study of their culture and religion, and his respect for their devotion to spiritual things, Paul managed something notable in Athens, something that is a treasure of knowledge for the church. He avoided irritating his listeners. This is really good, because I have been in so many situations where a person thinking that they are sharing truth, and look, their words might be true. I am agreeing with everything they're saying. They're doing so in the worst way possible. They're doing it through anger. They're doing it through pride. They're doing it through this air of superiority, and they get nowhere. They get absolutely nowhere. And these moments are moments where the spirit of the law matter as much as the letter of the law. Because as correct as you might be in the letter of the law, if you're not going through the spirit of the law of the law won't bear any fruit. And so remember, spirit of the law has to accompany the letter of the law. The love, the understanding, the comprehension, the tact has to accompany the truth. Does that make sense? That's what we saw here in today's lesson. Finally, it says, this was in and of itself a major God-inspired accomplishment. What was? The fact that he avoided irritating his listeners. And so this, according to Ellen White, is the treasure of knowledge that we as a church need to pay attention to in this story. I hope that you caught that. I hope that you apply that in your dealing with people around you. In today's lesson, you're going to have 4 questions that are suggested as discussion questions. Read them through. That'll help you process this information a little bit better, and it will help your conversation tomorrow when you arrive at church at the Sabbath School study. Don't forget to do that because it adds wealth to your study of the Sabbath School lesson. Please don't forget to study. Look up the verses, answer the questions, pray about what you've learned day by day, and the Lord will enhance your understanding and your depth of a relationship with Him. Comment down below with any questions or any comments. I'd love to interact with you. And please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe to our videos. We release one every day. And I hope to see you again here tomorrow for another Sabbath School Daily.